Achievement and attendance are hand in hand. When you're not in school, you can't get the direct instruction from the teacher and get all the resources that are available to you. So if you're out, then you're trying to do makeup, you're having to get help at home, and it's just not as high quality as what you can get at school. So we do encourage our students as much as possible to be in the classroom, be active in the classroom, take advantage of all the resources that are available to you so that you can have the best possible experience you have and learn as much as possible while you're with us.
Even if a child misses one day of school, they miss so much content, and their routine is very important at this age.
Our core business is teaching students and doing everything we can to ensure students learn, and it's about being in school. It's, you know, there's just no substitute for being with the teachers, for participating in class discussions, getting clarification, having your questions answered. We just need students in school.
It's so important to instill, you know, in those students at that age, you know, the importance of being in school, and not just being at school, but being on time for school. You know, so many parents don't understand that, you know, if they check their child in at 8:15, 8:30, and they have, say, reading every morning from 8 to 9:30, it's just like missing a first period class at the high school. You know, they're missing, you know, 20, 30 minutes of reading every single day, and that adds up, you know, on top of the days that they may be absent, and that's just time that we can't get back.
There's plenty of research that shows, suggests that attendance and student achievement, student performance are correlated. You know, at the high school level especially, we have so many different worlds, so to speak, in activities and clubs and organizations, and you know, for high school, it's important to have a lot of activity and a lot of involvement with the students, a lot of ownership in those different areas.
We always say if you miss school, you miss opportunities, and you miss opportunities not only learning from the classroom teacher, but also learning from your peers, and it's irreplaceable, the lessons that you learn within the classroom environment. When students do miss, whether they're late to school arrivals, or they check out, or they miss a full day of attendance, a lot of times it's difficult for them to understand the concepts that they've missed, and therefore they feel that they're always playing catch up. And as a classroom teacher, they do what they can to ensure that they have the opportunity to make up the work, but yet they're not in the environment to hear the discussion and the dialogue going on, and it's difficult for them to truly understand the presentation of the lesson.
If they're out for several days in a row, you know, when I pull them aside at a later time to be able to go over that information with them again, they get on a smaller scale of what the lesson was. They may have missed out on the hook. They may have missed out on that that element of the lesson that really draws their attention, or that gives them a chance to practice with a partner, or to hear a story that went along with that lesson. And so even though we try to make up the work, they still miss that original whole group lesson or small group lesson that really made a connection with the other students in the class.
Now, we're not leaned over to the side, are we? You're standing up straight and tall to make the lift.
When you're in that classroom setting and you have the opportunity to be with your peers and discuss an assignment together, that is where a lot of the learning takes place, is when the children actually can learn from their peers. And when you're not there, you don't have that opportunity.
A positive attitude from the parents is really huge. We see a lot of students come through, if their parents are negative about having to get to school and get up, that translates over to the school day, and as they go into the classrooms, they have a hard time transitioning into a positive environment and trying to get the best done. So one of the things that we encourage our parents is to have them there, even if they have the sniffles and it's not really sick, to encourage them to be there and be positive about it, have a positive attitude about education and about being there, and to have the best possible experience.
It's about reinforcing that value. At work, we talk about a work ethic. about going to work every day and putting in a good day's work. Well, the same principle holds true with students. We've got little adults, and school is like their job, and we need them to come to school every day, and certainly that value of coming to school on time and coming to school every day is a value that we need parents to reinforce. And parents are the ones responsible for making sure their kids get to school every day.
Building those relationships with parents and finding those avenues of, like I said, why, those reasons why they're tardy, reasons why they're not getting to school. Sometimes it's as simple as the parent may not be able to bring their child to school because they have to leave to work, and so making sure they understand, hey, you can put this child on the bus, they can be fed at school, all those different kinds of things, so that they don't feel like that they don't have anybody in their court helping them out.
We involve our parents in our professional learning communities, and one of our professional learning communities are at-risk students. They participate in this learning community and discuss obstacles that each parent may encounter. Once we discover what the obstacles are, then we try to solve the problems with them.
There has to be something that drives them and motivates them. Why do I want to go to school? And so what we have to do at the high school level is to create environments, different activities, and extracurricular to co-curricular to things that are going on in the school every day. Teachers have to create an environment in their classroom that students want to be there, because they say, well, if I miss this, then I'm going to miss out on a valuable opportunity to grow and to develop and to prepare myself better for what's next in life.
A lot of people talk about attendance, at school, but attendance everywhere is important. No matter what you're doing, if you don't show up, if you're not there, on a continual basis, whether it's work, whether it's something to do with athletics, band, whatever it may be, you're not going to be the best you can be at whatever that is. And so just instilling that in them at an early age is very, very important.
Our system's mission statement is about partnering with families and the community to prepare graduates. And so early on, we want to start those good habits. As graduates, you're going to need to go to your college course every day. You're going to need to go to work every day. And that'll make you a good employee. That'll make you a productive citizen. And so we want to start those habits early.
Knowing that it's not just schoolwork that you're trying to make up, it's that overall experience in the classroom with the teachers, with your peers, and learning life together and growing together, not just in schoolwork, but how to interact with each other. And those are things that you can never make up at home doing homework or making up work in your bedroom.
If I could just give a sheet of paper or hand out an assignment and somehow that replicates the experience of being in my class, then I'm not a very good teacher. To really get the benefit out of the education that the great schools here in Alabaster offer, you just have to be in class.
It's undeniable the correlation between attendance and performance and achievement and ultimate success. So, you can't separate attendance from achievement or performance or anything else, because it's all tied together. And so that's why this effort to increase our attendance and to make it better and strive towards perfection in that area is equally as important as any other initiative that we have. It's more important because it's the foundation of what we want to do. We have to have our students here in order to develop them and to get them to that level that we want them to be at, so that they can achieve and grow and become the very best.